Hey folks, Ted here today with Exped and the Exped SynMat HL. The SynMat HL is sort of the epitome in the Exped range of a fast and light mat. In fact, it's the fastest and lightest mat that we make, and it's probably the fastest and lightest mat that you can find out there on the trail itself. Teeny tiny, super small, really light, goes into any pack. Now, we're always tinkering to perfection because the goal ultimately is comfort anywhere, and comfort on the trail is really, really critical. And this ends up being the lightest insulated mat that you can find out there. Let me show you what's involved with the Exped mat. Schnozzle pump bag, mat, stuff sack, and a repair kit. Now, a few updates, and I'll cover these in a little bit more detail later on. Some of the new updates to the mat technology is the grip skin. It's a surface that we put on the mat, and the fact that we actually include an inflation device with the mat. Main reason we do that, when you work with an air mat is a super comfortable solution to sleeping out in the backcountry. But when I go ahead and inflate a mat, it's super thick, I got to put a lot of air in there. I can either sit there and huff and puff and blow a lot of damp, moist air on the inside of the mat, or I can use a solution like this. And Exped developed the Schnozzle pump bag years ago, and now we've just decided that, hey, when we're tinkering to perfection, might as well go ahead and make sure everybody is out there using the same technology. Fast, light, and dry. And I'll show you how it works. Flat valve technology on the Exped mats. I take the Schnozzle pump bag, grab the schnozzle, lock the schnozzle onto the flat valve, and then I go ahead and take the bag, open it up like so, and I'm basically allowing it to fill up with air, give it a little bit of a capture, and now I'm taking all this nice dry air and pushing it onto the inside of the mat. No huffing and puffing, not getting winded. Push all of the air into the mat. And I'd say if I did this really sloppy, or if I was in a really tight location, it might take 2 bags. This will probably take about 1.5 bags to fill this up. It's pretty straightforward. And while your friends are over there blowing into their mats, your mat's already inflated. Open it, or take it off I should say, close the flat valve, and you're set to go. Now when I flip over the HL, there's a few things going on that you'll notice. First of all, it's a very tapered design, and the whole intent there is to trim away all of the excess. That's really critical in our tapered configuration. We run vertical baffles so that the center, the insulated portions, a little bit smaller than the outer air rails. The outer air rails are slightly larger, so they keep you centered on the mat. And again, one of those little innovations, since we're always tinkering with them, being a Swiss company, we've gone ahead and changed the face fabric on the HL mat. We call it grip skin. Grip skin, you can see this honeycomb pattern right here, this variegation that goes on. It's just enough traction if you're using a really slippery sleeping bag to keep you located on the center of the mat, so you're not sliding off in the middle of the night. And between the grip skin and the air rails, the inflated air rails on the side, this really helps you get away with a really nice slim profile like this, so it's light on your back and really comfortable at night, and you're not all over the ground on this one. So that's the SynMat HL. When you want to deflate the mat, I'll flip this over here. You can either be laying on the mat, reach in in the night, open this up like so, or in the morning, open it up, and then just reach in here and push the green flapper valve to burp it out, just like you're seeing right here. Or I can flip it over, take the gray pin, insert it on the inside, and I can go ahead and push all of the air out. Another possible solution when you're doing that, either using the gray pin, is to also go ahead and take the silicone flapper that you see right here and just pop that pin out like that. Either way, all of the air goes out. I like to go ahead and fold the mat into thirds and just use my body weight. Squeeze all the air out of the mat. Just makes the rolling process a little bit easier later on. Once I've done that, open it up, fold it roughly into thirds. Obviously you can pack it however you like to. Some people like to fold it up and just put it on the bottom of their pack. If you're being a neat freak like this, I'll go ahead and just take it and roll it up so it fits all nicely in that little bag again. By the way, the Schnozzle pump bag that I was talking about over here is waterproof, and it's fully taped, and it makes a perfect solution for storing your sleeping bag. Rather than putting it in a non-waterproof stuff sack, might as well put your sleeping bag in a watertight dry bag. Squeeze the air out, lock down the flat valve, grab the stuff sack, all set to go. And again, my preference is to take the schnozzle pump bag, open it up, drop the sleeping bag on the inside, roll it tight, and lock down the valve at the bottom. And you've got a complete dry bag, and you're set to go. Fast and light. We'll see you on the trail.